But okay. All right, so in 2003, our church Fountain Baptist Church went on a mission trip
so
that I went on. And we sponsor a school called the Insugaluni School
It's not the past. It's not.
in Kwabwezi.
No.
It's not
Thank
this
you,
right
Katie.
here.
And
Right,
so
it's
there
not
were
that.
some of us that went on that trip. We did a trip and then we did some holiday, but there were some of us who had gone on that trip that wanted to just stay at the school with the children, and we really didn't want to travel. So we said the next time that we went, we were going to do just a total mission trip. And so a group of us got together. When did we go? 2011?
2011.
2011, we had about 40 to 50 people that went to Kenya just to do missions. And so they gave everybody something to do. So initially I was supposed to work with Pam, and we were supposed to read to the children, bring books, and we had created a puppet show. And then at the last minute, Reverend Goodson, who was in charge of the Kenya project, asked me to take the lead in the reusable sanitary pad project, and I said, what? And but we were told, you have to learn to be open and available to do whatever. Fold those over a little more. They can, yes, that way, that's how it stays. No, halfway, just good. It doesn't have to be perfect, because these will hold it. So I said, okay, I'll do the reusable pad project, but one, I didn't sew, and two, I didn't know anything about it, but the internet is a lovely
Yes,
place.
it is. Google.
And Google, yeah. So I went on there, and to my surprise, there had to be at least 100 different ways to make pads.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
it was unbelievable. The
Really?
number of people, and when I read, that's how I found out that there are a lot of women that have gone green in the United States. They also wear reusable pads. So I looked, I had a friend that worked that sewed, so we pulled a couple of different pad ideas, and I took them to the committee to see which we liked the best. And so once we decided, what we did was we sent out emails and stuff to different women we know, asking them to support the project, to make donations, and that's how we got the material and all of that. So I decided, I didn't know who I was going to teach how to make the pads, so I got one of the deaconess in the church that sewed to teach me how to sew one, so that at least when I got to Africa, I would be prepared. I would have some idea of how to make a pad. So we had people that volunteered. So we took 1,000 pads over that we made.
Wow.
And
bless
then
you.
we took another 1,000 pads over to teach them. Because I believe that if you give me a fish, I can eat today.
Yes,
And
yeah.
if you teach me to fish, I can eat forever. And
That's
one of the
true.
things that
That's
happens
scripture.
in Africa and other third world countries is when missionaries go over, they may take the, stay free or whatever.
Excuse me, Annette, are you finished recording?
But it's a temporary fix.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So once they're gone, now they're right back into the
The
same
same boat,
situation.
yeah.
So we wanted to do something different. We wanted to be able to leave them with the pads, not only so that they could make them, but that possibly, since it was costing $15 a box for 6 pads, that maybe,
Wow. My God.
you weren't here when I told that story.
That's crazy.
Yes, it cost $15 for a box. When we had a layover in Nairobi, we bought a box of reusable pads. It was $15 for 6. In the region where the Insugaluni school is, the average family makes 83 cents a day.
Oh wow. What's the name of the village?
It's the,
Go ahead.
Is it Kwabwezi?
Kabwezi is the village, yes.
Kwabwezi. So when we got there, and at our highest point, we were sponsoring 700 children to go to school.
Wow.
So when we went there, Pam did the famine relief project, so she had people who donated and donated money so that they could have chickens, so that the kids could have more protein. We had another group of people who helped them plant vegetables and stuff, because where it is dry, but I want to say 2 years before we built a well so that they would have water.
Wow.
Yeah. So now we get to Africa, we give the girls, and I want to say somewhere I have some pictures. I had and I'll get it to you guys, a presentation of when we were there. But actually, so when the pastor said, we told the pastor we were going to do the pad project, he said, that's great, but what about panties? We said, what about panties? He said, they don't have any.
Oh, wow.
So we partnered
So
with.
what do they?
They don't wear panties.
Oh.
I just want you to, while I'm
we
talking
take for
about that, I want y'all to
granted.
think
Yeah.
about
No, it's
how
not
blessed
a
we
nice
are.
thought.